That's all I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to hear about what do you guys think about this past election day? There was a lot happening. There was the Senate that could be the Republican or the Democrats. And then, do we know who our mayor is yet? Have they announced it officially?
No, they didn't. But the last that I heard,
Uh-huh.
Miss Bass is in a lead.
Yeah. But they all say like the other votes haven't come in yet.
Yeah,
So,
but see, what happened was the other day,
mm-hmm.
the votes came in. Caruso was still in the lead.
Yeah.
Then later on, Caruso was still in the lead. And all of a sudden, Shirley has her votes in. And so I think there are a lot more votes have been counted.
Yeah.
We'll see. Am I happy? I'm happier because now that I see that, okay, the Senate ain't gonna be too bad. The House may not be too bad. I'm a little happier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's no like little landslides. I'm also happier that the Republican Party is kind of trying to break away from DT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because none of the people he endorsed won. So I was happy about that.
Right.
Very excited about that. I was also kind of like, I don't get excited anymore when I watch it. Like I used to watch back in the day pre-pandemic, and that was when most people would go in and actually vote. Now, because majority of us are mailing the shit in, I know, or we're doing like go in with the ballot, put it in the box, and they got to count it later. Me, I'm not excited. I wait until the next week or whenever they get the last days, because I used to watch it on bated breath, like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I turned it on Tuesday and I was like, none of this means anything. Like, none of it means anything.
I stopped doing that, but I would say like this week, the most electrifying stuff for me had been Twitter and the stuff that's going on Twitter.
What's happening with Twitter? Because I'm ill-informed.
It's just like a wild, wild west. And so, people use the N word, and then there's no type of, it's like more like it's open for bullying, basically. They also have, like, say, for instance, there's a blue check mark, so you can see if somebody's verified, right? So Elon Musk says that if you want to be verified, you can pay $8. So imagine people pay $8, but people have at Elon Musk, people have at LeBron James as names.
Oh, I see
And
what
once
you're
it's
saying.
verified, boom, now everybody's looking at LeBron James, and he's saying that, I'm decided I want to be traded with the
I saw that. I didn't
Cavaliers.
know what it was about.
Right. And so people can do that. And so now what he's saying, since it has been causing uproar, that they have to have parity in some part of that name. So it could be LeBron James _ parody.
I got
So
it.
that you will know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, then also he might brace for bankruptcy soon. You buy a motherfucking company, and then all of a sudden in 2 months or 3 years you go bankrupt. Or that doesn't make sense.
Well, I think it's not his level of expertise.
Yes, but remember, when he goes bankrupt, it's not really bankrupt.
No.
What he's saying is, now I get to start from ground zero.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he can make it what he wants it to be.
Correct. And still not have to pay any money. And if he goes, you know what I'm saying? So everything, it's like, okay, I'm going to bankrupt. Boom. He has kids now. There's different things. But how in the hell can he go bankrupt with all the money that he has? But there are ways around it. Oh, the LLC is going to go bankrupt.
Which is fine with him. He doesn't care.
Yeah. The LLC that he paid for is going to, And so, what else? That Twitter. What about what's his name? Well, what's her name?
Who?
The
Give me a picture.
gorgeous Gabrielle.
Union.
Yeah. And Zendaya. What is it? Zaya? Zaya. What do you think? What do you think about what's going on? What is your honest opinion about that?
Are we still talking about with the mom not wanting to change the name?
Not want her to start hormones and
Oh yeah.
about the sex change.
Yeah, I feel like at 16 is still or 15, however old she is I think it's still a little young because your body hasn't fully developed yet. And so you don't want to put more hormone in when you might have a natural amount of hormone that comes in automatically. So I say give it some time. I am a big proponent of wait till you're 25, because at 25, all the hormones are in and settled and everything. And so now you can get the proper, I don't know, medical advice that's necessary for this.
For hormones?
For hormone.
Sweetie. So with the human body, look, sweetie. No, I think that with the human body, I think that the younger you are, when you start to introduce those hormones, it kind of helps the body to start thinking and tricking itself into believe those hormones are supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because now he'll be softer, because what they're trying to do is kind of get him before his testosterone, get her probably before all the testosterone comes
that
in.
Makes
you know
sense.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, because you have the money, it's the perfect time. If you got that coins to do it, it's the perfect time to do that, because then her features will stay very soft.
Yeah.
Start giving her more hormones now, so then it will suppress all the testosterone. So then she'll have less chance of getting hair, and then her hair might be long. You know what I'm saying? So all of those things are probably some of the factors.
So then that helps. I don't know.
It helps, but then you also think to yourself like, okay, these kids are so young. What if she makes a decision, change her mind, you know? And then as a mother, you have a father and his new wife, and you're the mom. It makes you look like kind of like the villain.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing. Everything is being painted out that she's the villain, and then like first of all, she took to social media, and then he responded via social media, and I was like, this is just horrible. Like, y'all have issues. Everybody has issues in this whole co-parenting world, but don't bring it to social media because it looks so bad. And then, of course, the child who is in the house with the parent, who has full custody, is going to side with that parent.
Correct.
So it just feels bad. Like, I don't know the ex-wife. I don't know D Wade. I don't know Gabrielle Union. So hats off to you guys on figuring out how to resolve this amicably, and so that the kid can get the specialized attention that she desires.
Yep. And then on top of that, my next thought was all of the stuff that's going on with Kanye still, Kyrie, those anti-Semitic statements and stuff. So my belief on that is Donald Trump made so many anti-Semitic statements. All these other people are making huge anti-Semitic statements.
Yeah.
They're peddling race theory. They're peddling all this other stuff. But these two African Americans who have money, they're being crucified when other whites in power have not been crucified, and people still have them on their television, and they still have endorsements.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And so when people talk about conspiracy and conspiracy theory, I think to myself, okay, yeah, where is the outrage about Donald Trump being anti-Semitic at times? Do you know what I'm saying? Where's the,
because he would always say, well, my son-in-law, he's Jewish.
Yeah, but even, but you know, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But still, it's the same thing. It's like, okay, I'm hearing all these people who are outraged, but there is no outrage when their senators are saying that whenever they're making all these other states, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like thinking, okay, well, do they have a small point? Do they have a point?
He's asking you.
Oh,
she half sleep. Wake up.
No, I wasn't half sleep. Actually, what I was thinking about was, I was going to say is Jonathan is watching the video that Kyrie Irving was talking about. So that's what really was going through my mind. I was like, oh, they're talking about the thing, and Jonathan's watching the video.
What does he think about it?
You know, he done pulled out his little, I forget what you call the book, but I guess it's like a Jewish book or something. Uh-huh. So he's like checking all like the references made and all the quotes that are being brought up. So like he's like in it for the long haul. He's gonna watch all 3 hours of it and, you know, check everything that's being said. So, you know, I get commentary throughout each
well,
break.
Listen, bring some of that commentary in.
I can have him
it'll help
next week and he can give his take on it, because I'm just like, Oh, okay. I don't know. I kind of check out of some of those things. Like,
Why?
I mean,
Because it
for
doesn't
me-
affect you.
Well, no, not just because it doesn't affect me. It's just because I'm not really up on what exactly was said, so I don't want to make comments because I don't know exactly what was said. I'm not very current on some of those
but
things.
the thing is that it's not about what was said. So now that he's doing research, just look at the film.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it had a long intro. I already had checked out on the intro.
See, that's the honesty. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to get that. I'm like thinking,
Checked out
She
on that
like,
intro. I
that's
was like,
better.
That intro.
well, I wanted to watch Housewives of Potomac as I was requested. So I said, okay, I got to get out of here and go watch.
Did you
some
watch?
I watched, but I was watching from season 1. So he told me skip to y'all
God.
season. So I'm going to skip to y'all season. But then also I had to finish up my Love is Blind because this was the last week.
Oh my gosh, you finished it?
Mm-hmm. I saw the reunion and everything.
Oh.
I see it in your face.
Stop. You cannot say anything because I stopped whenever I haven't seen them meet there.
I wish you would have watched it.
Right.
I know. So, but anyway, I did get to, hold on. I did get to watch. Have we seen the Savage Fenty with Rihanna?
Yes, I watched it twice.
Yes, me too. I was like,
Let me
This
tell
is
you, that Damson Idris part, I never thought that little boy was fine until then. I said, what is
that's
happening?
why I watched it twice. It's because I was like,
And then
gotta
the
see
music
him
with
again.
it,
Yeah.
the hot boy. I was like, come on.
And then the 3 women on top at the end. I was like,
I said, I got to watch this again. I had to send a snapshot to my best friend. I said, girl, here's your little boyfriend. He's getting his entire life. Did you watch it?
No, but I know who you're talking about.
Well, the little boy
my
from Snowfall.
God.
That's
He
what I'm
is,
talking about. He was
he's-
always cute.
well, I don't watch Snowfall.
Oh, okay.
But baby, I'll tell you that fashion show. I said, well, I seen a new part of Damson. And Johnny Depp was fine until he hugged that tree at the end.
yeah, that was weird. I don't know why they
was
had him do
like,
that.
I don't know what's happening.
He's a
Yeah,
tree
but
hugger.
he was looking fine when he made
Oh.
his entrance.
He's a tree hugger.
Yeah, he was cute.
And an outfit, and like that swagger. I was like,
Yes. And then, there are some people who were like enraged about it. I guess there was a couple influencers who were like, how dare she have a known abuser on air? I said, first of all,
A known abuser like Donald Trump in office.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
see-
of course it was a white guy, a white influencer.
This is what
male.
I always talk. The white influencer was an abuser.
No. The white influencer was mad that Johnny Depp was in her show because he's a known
Girl,
abuser.
it kills me. It just depends on who the abuser is or who the perpetrator is at that moment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Child, go to hell.
And I said, and you know what? Rihanna didn't respond.
Exactly.
So therefore, she's like,
did-
baby, the show is done.
right.
Get
no
into this.
response necessary.
No response necessary.
Yeah.
What did you think
Cancel
about
me
the-
all you want to.
Right.
Good luck.
Right.
the
And you
young-
saw the trial. If you was paying attention to the trial, come on now. Like, I hate when people just comment and then because
Because everybody is their own critic, right?
Yeah.
So even though if the trial was done and there were no charges against him for abuse, some people are still going to be like, oh, but he's still an abuser. He's still an abuser. We saw the video. He was yelling at her. He was this, da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, meanwhile, she was unlawfully recording him.
right.
Okay.
And then instigating and smirking
Yeah.
and like it's just like sometimes people just refuse to see the truth, and that's why we want you to hurry up and finish Love is Blind so we can talk even more on this topic.
Oh my God.
Because I'm like, we're getting a little bit overboard. We're so busy trying to protect. Oh, I want to circle and support my women, but you gotta call a spade a spade.
Come
on. I support women all day, every day, but if you ain't right, you not doing right, I gotta call you out, sis. I'm not doing you
calling
any
you out.
favors.
It needs to be a lot more of that.
It
Yeah.
needs to be. I mean, I feel like in society, everybody wants to be, oh, I'm the right person. I'm on your side. I'm an ally for you guys. And I'm like, don't be an ally if the true core of who you really are is a racist or a sexist or whatever it is.
Right.
Like, don't be an ally for IG.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was getting from this influencer who was real like up in arms about Johnny Depp being in the fashion show. I was like, I'm gonna watch anyway.
Attention.
Right.
Because remember when he puts that on there, now everybody's like, who the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
You go look at his page.
Yep.
A few people gonna hit
Yep.
like, boom. So we should do tests like that. Just go to different
Right.
pages and just write like crazy stuff on there, and you see how people start following you.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna start responding immediately. Like,
That's
who the
very
fuck you
true.
think you are? So yeah.
Exactly.
But it's sad that that's the way you got to go about getting attention, because I was like, here she made this beautiful, beautiful show. And that's what you point out instead of highlighting how much work, talent, effort, time
Baby, I
got
cannot
put
wait
into
to go
this.
and check it
I
out.
was like, this
Ooh, I can't wait for you to watch it.
Have you seen Wakanda?
Oh no, it just came out yesterday, baby. I was trying to go to the 10:30 a.m. show. It was sold out except for the first 2 rows. I was like, I'm not that committed. I'm not gonna sit in the first 2 rows. Did you go? Mm-hmm. Did you go, Tiana?
Not yet. So
Okay.
we'll be seeing it around the. So we'll talk about it next
Yes.
week. Cause
They're trying to wait on the matinee.
I told him Jonathan wants to see it at matinee because he's thinking it'll be fewer people going. And
Oh, I
was
thought
just
because he was
like,
being cheap.
I mean, it could be that
I
too,
think
but
that- but I wasn't gonna say that.
But he
She-
said
she
it's
ain't gonna
because
cut my
fewer
neck
people.
She ain't gonna cut my neck
I
off.
mean, the excuse he gave me was fewer people, but it
the
could
last time
be.
somebody said somebody was being cheap, girl, she almost got strung up by her motherfucking.
No, you gotta catch me at the right time, right day.
She almost got.
She was
hung
like,
by
who
her
being cheap?
skin.
Who being cheap?
She said.
First of all, no.
She took
So
some fish hooks and hooked that bitch up by her neck.
about a neck.
I'm like, ooh, pinhead.
Yeah, I want to see it. I wanted to see it so bad yesterday, but then I had to work at 1:45. So the only show I could see was the 10:30, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
It has been a wonderful, wonderful show, and I appreciate you guys being here as usual.
And I'm so glad we got a chance to talk about narcissistic love bombing and getting down to what it really is. I mean, I think we talk about it so much, or people use it all the time.
Yeah.
But now we know what it really is. So
I love that. That was an interesting topic.
I'm glad we did the deep dive. Thanks, you guys. Have a lovely rest of your week or whatever.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Is a hot boy.
Hot boy.
Next.
You gonna be saying that when you see it, when you see the video. You gonna be saying that. You gonna be like, yeah, let's play that song.
She can't hear it because she don't have her earphones
Right, I
in.
turned it off.
Meanwhile.